My name is Dean, and I'm a crystal meth addict in recovery. And today I have 265 days crystal meth free, clean, serene, and always Dean. Bow, 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 bow. I bet you've seen my posts on Threads, or maybe you've caught me on TikTok, or maybe you've seen me go viral on Instagram. Well, I'm here now. I'm on YouTube, and I am going to be doing daily updates here on YouTube. So I have 8 months and 25 days clean today, which means that it is official. I am officially on my countdown. 100 days until I hit 365 days. How crazy is that? I can remember a time when I could not even string together 5 days of recovery. But my life is completely different now. I want to talk about the first 30 days for a little while and like what that entailed, because that's where everybody gets like hung up at. Overcoming addiction is difficult, but you know what's even more difficult? Staying in a shitty situation that you know you don't want to be in anymore. My first 30 days were very challenging. I had to redo my 30 days over and over and over because relapse is definitely a part of my story. Right, well, here we are. This video is definitely not sponsored by Ting, but I love me a good Ting. Okay, I'm definitely a West Indian boy if you don't know that. But all right, the first 30 days, let's first start with what I did to get clean. The only thing that actually worked for me was going to rehab. I swear, if I didn't go to rehab, then I would not be where I am today. I went to rehab 6 times. Check my Instagram for that video. But the one thing about it is that I did not give up. I did not give up. No matter how many times I went to rehab and then I would come back home and after like 2 weeks I would relapse, I didn't give up. I always kept going. I always said, you know what, even though I relapsed today, tomorrow is gonna be a better day and I'll be able to do better tomorrow. But try as hard as I might, I was not able to get clean on my own until I went to rehab. So I just wouldn't give up. I just wouldn't give up. I would not see change in my recovery for the better until 2024, when I went to a rehab named Greenhouse Treatment Facility in Dallas, Texas. Honey, I went to this rehab in Dallas, Texas, and girl, let me tell you something. If I could give them an 11 out of 10 star review, I would. Because they took care of everything from the dishes to the laundry to everything, to making up your bed in the morning. They took care of everything, and it really allowed me to focus on my recovery and just recovering in general. Of course, the first few nights at the rehab were definitely uncomfortable because who the fuck wants to go to rehab? I definitely did not want to go, but I knew that in order to save my life, I had to. Also, in the first 30 days, I tried to go to as many meetings as possible. I'm gonna make a whole video about what the different fellowships are and what meetings are and what you can expect at them and how to find out about them. But meetings and rehab, that's really what saved my ass in the first 30 days. It was difficult. It was so difficult. I cried. I can remember the first rehab that I went to in 2021. I cried so bad for that first week because I was like, oh, I've never been, this is not comfortable, but it was definitely necessary to getting me to where I need to be today. Rehabs and intensive outpatient programs are normally covered by insurance, and a lot of times like places like Gay Men's Health Crisis have programs that are actually free for the public for recovery. The first 30 days are the most difficult because it's when your mind is still clouded by that drug. You probably still have phone numbers in your phone. You probably still have profiles that you've been going to, you know what I mean? People that you still elicit sex from or drugs from. So it's probably difficult in that first 30 days, but it's so important to get rid of all of those things. Change your number, change your address, change your friends, change anything that reminds you of that addiction. Listen, I'm just telling y'all what I did, okay? I had to do all of these things because if I had any connection to my addiction or to anybody that was using meth, I was bound to use. I had to start putting barricades in between me and this substance. I decided that I wasn't going to use meth in my apartment anymore, so that made it harder for me to smoke meth because now it meant that I had to go out and put myself in danger. And the situations only got more and more dangerous as they concurred. But listen, I have to run to my meeting now. I'm here at the center going to their Crystal Meth Anonymous beginners meeting, which is every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. at the center, which is located at 208 West 13th Street. And girl, I know you're like, how the hell does he get his teeth so white? Well, I developed the first hydrogen peroxide-free enamel-safe teeth whitening pen, which is gentle enough for daily use. You just apply it to your teeth, let it sit on your teeth for 10 minutes a day, and then brush it off. And when used daily, you will see an absolute dramatic difference. That's www.modahsmile.com. Also, if nobody told you today, bitch, people recover from crystal meth addiction every single day. There was a time in my life where I could not string together 2 days of recovery, and I have 265 days today. So don't give up on yourself. Keep on going. Keep trying. Keep fighting for yourself, because you deserve the life that you know you want. Stay motivated, stay empowered, and bitch, stay smiling. Until next time, mwah.